Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and we're back with another reaction, and this is a bit different. This is one of those sort of videos it's not the same as like reacting to gameplay, etc., but it's kind of like me learning about the pay, etc. I don't know, it's just sort of interesting to me. And on Twitter, you see things like this, like you see the lists, but I've not seen one of these for a long time, and obviously I know in soccer they're high paid, basketball they're really high paid, and all American sports really, like the pay in that is because like the money in American sports is genuinely crazy. And if I was to predict three players, like three people to be in here, maybe LeBron James. I know he's scary paid. Like the money that he gets is genuinely like, how on earth is that even possible? So James, maybe, Odell Beckham Jr. I know he's really like high paid as well. I hear about him a lot with his money, etc. And maybe like Ronaldo and Messi. But I'm not too sure because I know there's probably going to be some sportsmen that I never even heard of who are going to be in this list. Because there's going to be boxers probably, maybe like Anthony Joshua. But I'm just interested in seeing like, I don't know, this is just one of those things that I'm interested in. I know it's not for everyone. But if you do enjoy these videos, please let me know down below. And yeah, if you want to see more things like this, just comment down below and we'll get into it. So let's see, I'm actually really interested in this.
Professional athletes are among the highest paid individuals.
Jordan, he's not actually an athlete now, but
millions just to ride the bench. That's more.
I know Jordan's probably got the biggest, I say cash cow, he's got the biggest brand, because obviously Jordans are probably some of the biggest shoes in the world, aren't they? They're literally worn
than a lawyer and a doctor combined. It's no surprise that being on one of the best teams in sports makes you a lot of money. But what may be surprising is just how much money they make in endorsement deals. Like Tiger Woods, who at one point was reportedly making as much as $35 million a year from Nike alone. Or LeBron James, who was endorsed by business tycoons like McDonald's and Coca-Cola.
Really?
You know how these athletes make their money.
Wait, what
the top
hell?
question on everyone's mind is, who makes the most? Who is the highest?
Does that mean is it because he's like has adverts with them, or like is he just like an ambassador for McDonald's? That's weird. A sportsman and being an ambassador for a fast food chain.
Professional sports.
Fair enough. Get your money, mate. I don't blame you.
We take a look at exactly that. Holding the world's second most Formula 1 Grand Prix wins, Lewis Hamilton is the 10th highest paid athlete in the world currently.
Formula 1,
Hamilton signed a 3-year contract extension in 2016 that is likely to pay out over $120 million by the end of his contract. He currently makes $38 million in salary and receives $8 million a year in endorsement deals from companies like Monster Energy and Puma. He is widely considered the best Formula 1 driver of this generation, who has adopted an aggressive driving style not unlike NASCAR's Kyle Busch. Lewis Hamilton also holds numerous records in Formula 1, such as most Grand Slams in a season, most pole positions, most career points, and around a dozen more accolades to his name. Some fans have asked how Lewis Hamilton spends his well-deserved salary. Well, in 2013, Hamilton bought a blood-red Bombardier jet. It cost roughly $23 million or 20 million euros. There was actually some amount of controversy over his purchase of the jet, as it was claimed he avoided millions of dollars more thanks to an Isle of Man scheme. Looks like Lewis Hamilton is in the race to first place even without being behind the wheel.
The thing about him, this is a random fact, but he lives in Monaco, and Monaco you don't get taxed. So all this money that he earns, he keeps all of it. That's crazy.
The starting guard for the NBA
James Harden.
Houston Rockets. James Harden is the 9th highest paid athlete on today's list. He was nicknamed the Beard and referred to as such in many news reports and ESPN interviews.
I need to do a video on him for sure.
James the Beard Harden received a boost in his income when the Rockets renegotiated the remaining 2 years on his contract to 4 years and gave him a total amount closer to $118 million. It added around $10 million to his salary, which is currently a little over $26 million a year. But that's not the only way the guard makes his money. He signed into a 13-year deal back in 2005 with Adidas that will pay out closer to $200 million by the end of the contract. In endorsements alone, James Harden makes about $20 million a year. Other partners include Beats, Foot Locker, Body Armor, NBA 2K, and a half dozen more. With no longer having the burden of the Kardashians on his back, James Harden spends big money at strip clubs in Houston. At one strip club in particular, they have his jersey on display to honor the beard and the amount of money he spends.
Fair enough.
It's no surprise that this single and very rich athlete spends his time having a bit of fun with the ladies.
Fair enough.
The point guard
Appreciate
for the
it.
Golden State Warriors,
Curry
Stephen
as
Curry,
well.
is almost the opposite of James Harden, not just personally, but financially as well. Not only is Stephen Curry a married man who lives in Alamo, California, but he only makes a little over $12 million a year. How does Stephen Curry make more money than James Harden with a salary that low in comparison? Endorsements. In the last few years, Stephen Curry has become more marketing material than anything. His current annual income from endorsements is $35 million a year. JP Morgan Chase, Brita, Vivo, Press Play, and Under Armour all sign marketing contracts with Curry.
The thing is, you hear those brands compared to Harden, they're not like, I'd say Harden's are bigger, like they're bigger sort of brands, but I'm guessing these smaller brands are paying more for the bigger athletes.
Not only that, but even
Makes
Curry's
sense.
jersey has been the best-selling NBA jersey for the last several years.
Oh,
his
wow.
humility on and off the court has won the hearts of his fans and supporters. Mr. Curry has charmed and dribbled his way to the number 8 spot on today's list.
Fair play.
Rory McIlroy was born in Northern Ireland in 1989 and was apparently hitting 4-yard drives by the age of 2. In 2007, he went pro and became the youngest player to rank among the world's top 50 golfers. In 2011, he won his first major at the U.S. Open and broke records that were held by Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus. By
fair enough.
2017, Rory McIlroy became one of the highest-paid athletes in the world. Earning a salary of $16 million a year doesn't quite put him at the top of the
How
list.
does
but
golfers
earning
earn so
$34 million
much?
a year in endorsements puts him in the running.
There's an advert coming. I'll go back 10 seconds. But how do golfers earn so much? Because I assume Tiger Woods would be higher, but maybe not, because this is 2019. And obviously Woods was probably the highest paid athlete at one point.
Puts him in the running. In 2017,
But I mean, I guess, I know he's not been at the top recently. I don't
list, but earning $34 million a year in endorsements puts him in the running. In 2017, he settled a long-term deal with TaylorMade and other endorsement partners, including Omega and Upper Deck. McIlroy also replaced Tiger Woods as the face of EA's golf video game back in 2015. The 29-year-old professional golfer currently lives in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida with his wife and continues to grow his career. Hopefully next year he will earn himself more bonuses and take a swing at overcoming Andrew Luck, whom not only is McIlroy tied with in yearly salary, but he's also the next person on our list.
Oh, who's this then?
Andrew Luck tied Rory McIlroy for yearly salary when he combined endorsements and salary. But the
Never heard of
American
him.
football player receives $47 million in salary.
I've never
but
heard
only
of him
earns
before.
around $3 million a year in endorsements with DirecTV, Panini, and Body Armor. When Andrew Luck signed his $123 million deal with the Colts in 2016, he also received a signing bonus of $32 million. Not a bad way to make a quick buck while also guaranteeing millions more per year. He's considered the highest paid player in NFL history. After signing his new contract with the Colts,
That's
Andrew
crazy.
Luck went to Instagram to show off his new purchase, a flip phone. Despite being able to purchase any top-of-the-line smartphone, Luck likes to keep it simple with just plain calling and texting.
Fair enough. I've never heard of this guy before, so that's what I'm confused about. I've never heard of some of these people, yet they're so high paid. So he's the highest paid NFL player, I think it said. That's crazy. Maybe I need to do a reaction on him then.
Kevin Durant surprised fans
Oh,
everywhere
Kevin,
when he
yeah.
left the Oklahoma City Thunder NBA team to sign a new contract with the Golden State Warriors at the beginning of the 2016-17 season. In several interviews, Durant remained positive about this change, stating that it would open more opportunities as a businessman playing for the Golden State Warriors, who are offering him a salary of almost $27 million. Kevin Durant is also earning $34 million a year in endorsements alone. Partners included are Nike, Beats, American Family Insurance, NBA 2K, and several others. Despite his large income, Durant continues to expand his resources and started investing in companies such as Postmates, which is a
play.
delivering service where the employees ride bikes for their deliveries.
I
It
respect
seriously
that a
shocks
lot.
fans watching Kevin Durant riding on a bicycle throughout New York. Perhaps it's the businessman inside the athlete that made Kevin Durant one of today's highest paid athletes. Tennis player Roger Federer makes only
actually, I
$6
forgot about
million
him.
a year salary, but still managed to make it to 4th place on our list today by being one of the most heavily endorsed players in sports. In 2016, he suffered from a knee injury and was out of commission until 2017. When Federer came back, he brought his determination against his longtime rival Rafael Nadal at the Australian Open. It was his 18th Grand Slam title and his first one since 2012. He also beat the record for oldest player to win a Grand Slam at the age of 35. In his entire
Jeez.
career, it is estimated that Roger Federer has won $104 million total in prize money. But that's
man.
nothing compared to the $58 million a year he earns in endorsements. A lot of his
Jesus,
endorsement
man.
deals have
58
extended past
mil.
10 years. Some of his partners are Nike, Wilson, Mercedes, Rolex, and even NetJets. With more money than he can spend, Roger Federer also puts a lot of money and time into raising money for charities.
He does seem
His
like a really
foundation,
classy
Roger Federer
person, for
Foundation, has
sure.
donated over $30 million to educational
Like
programs.
sportsman-wise, he's donated 30... Oh, my days. But yeah, what I was saying is sportsman-wise, he seems like... I feel like he's one of the greatest athletes of our generation. like in all sports, because he's just the guy that everyone knows. I feel like everyone in any country you're gonna know about Roger Federer because he's just one of those guys. Isn't
in
he?
Africa.
I respect. He seems like a really
Making a total of
respectable guy.
$80 million a year,
So Messi's
Lionel
third.
Messi made his way to the third highest paid athlete in the world. Currently due for an extension with Barcelona, Messi has proved since the beginning of his career that he would be successful. Despite battling medical issues that made him prone to injuries, Lionel Messi still managed to make it to the top. He holds record titles and has surely earned himself the $53 million per year from his contract. Adidas managed to sign him into a lifelong deal that is responsible for half of the $27 million that he earns annually. His endorsement earnings used to be higher until his contract with the gaming giant
he was on
EA Sports
FIFA a lot.
concluded, and he decided to not sign further contracts with them. Although his professional life is plastered over every sports news outlet, his personal life remains somewhat private, except for the occasional private jet flights, or driving around in a Maserati Gran Turismo MC Stradale with his wife. LeBron King James is widely famous.
I'm guessing
His fame
Ronaldo's
extending
first, then.
beyond his sport. People who know nothing about basketball know the name LeBron James. The NBA's four-time MVP returned to Cleveland in 2014 and soon afterward won the championship and signed another 3-year contract with the Cavaliers. It was the first time Cleveland had seen a major sports crown in 52 years.
Oh, so is he from Cleveland, Ohio then? Is that what it's saying? I didn't know he was from Ohio. I thought it would have been from somewhere like LA or something, because that's where he plays now, isn't it? I'm going to go back a little bit because I did mute it.
In 2017 made him only the third NBA player to meet the $30 million mark behind Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. His endorsements equal out to $55 million a year, with contracts signed with Verizon, Kia Motors, Beats by Dre, and Nike. His contract with Nike is said to be a lifetime contract and will allegedly net him around $1 billion. James also won't.
What? No. What? $1 billion contract.
Won the championship and signed another 3-year contract with the Cavaliers. It was the first time Cleveland had seen a major sports crown
I know
in
he's like
52 years.
Mike's
His $31
biggest,
million
one
salary
of Mike's
in
biggest
2016 and
athletes.
2017 made him only the third NBA player to meet the $30 million mark behind Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. His endorsements equal out to $55 million a year, with contracts signed with Verizon, Kia Motors, Beats by Dre, and Nike. His contract with Nike is said to be a lifetime contract and will allegedly net him around $1 billion.
My
James
days.
also owns a production company with his business manager Maverick Carter. The pair are also part of an investment group in Blaze Pizza with 17 franchises in Chicago and South Florida. The thought that LeBron James may actually be a better player than Michael Jordan buzzes around, as he just finished playing in the NBA Finals. Even if he isn't, behind the second highest paid athlete in the world is definitely an accomplishment.
So Ronaldo's
It's no
first,
wonder
yeah.
that the world's most popular
I'm
athlete
interested because I feel like he's got a lifetime contract with Nike as well. If LeBron James has got $1 billion, what's Ronaldo?
is also the world's highest paid athlete. Cristiano Ronaldo was named FIFA's best player in the world for a 4th time. He secured a contract with Real Madrid that will pay around $58 million a year for the next 4 years through his 36th birthday. Like LeBron James, Ronaldo
That's the thing. This is quite an old video. Obviously, Ronaldo's not at Real Madrid anymore. So I'm interested to see how that would compare now.
a lifelong deal with Nike that will pay upwards to $1 billion in total. Portugal honored Ronaldo by renaming an international airport after him after he led the country to a UEFA Euro title. In endorsements, Ronaldo earns around $35 million a year. His line of CR7 branded products continues to grow and now includes shoes, underwear, fragrances, jeans, and a line of hotels. Cristiano Ronaldo has a love for cars and uses his money to explore that hobby. He has a Lamborghini Aventador, Maserati, Bentley, Porsche, and several more. In 2009, Cristiano actually wrecked his Ferrari in Manchester where he used to play. But hey, if you're making $93 million a year, then you can afford to not just buy fancy cars, but wreck them too. Thanks for watching.
Money man, flipping egg. That was an interesting video. I'm surprised there was no baseball players because obviously, I feel like in the sports franchises video, sports clubs, the richest clubs, I feel like, was it the Yankees? Were they second or first? Oh no, there was one baseball team that were really, really high up. They were like scary. Like the money that they had in their, the riches that they had was genuinely like mind blowing. So I'm surprised I haven't seen a baseball player. There was no ice hockey players, but there was a few basketball players. I think it's actually mainly full of basketball players. Is there a reason why basketball players are the highest paid? Like for when you like consider sponsors, etc. Because obviously the NFL is considered. Is it the biggest? I mean, I guess it's down to interpretation. But the general consensus is that NFL is the biggest sport in the US. So why are the basketball players in the NBA getting, like, on average, getting paid more? Is there any, like, reasoning behind that? But Yeah, that was an interesting video. I always really enjoy these ones. I don't know why. They just seem to really interest me. And if you guys want to see more things like this, just comment down below. But yeah, that was really exciting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until next time, like, subscribe, and peace.